So back with number 3, we have again some stuff inside the radical symbol that doesn't look the same. So same with addition and subtraction, we need to make whatever's inside there look the same. So we're going to simplify each of those radicals as far as possible. So we've got 50w, the square root of 50w, and the square root of 8w. And so factors of 50 that have a square root, we're looking for the biggest one. The biggest one is 25. 25 times 2 times w is how that will break up. The square root of 25 is 5. And that leaves 2w inside the radical symbol. And for 8w, we get a 4 times 2 to make 8. And then the w is still there. So we take the square root of that 4. We get a 2 times the square root of 2w. Now they both have the same thing inside the radical symbol, so we can add them. 5 times the square root of 2w, in this case subtract them, minus 2 times the square root of 2w. 5 minus 2 is 3. Square root of 2w stays the same. And that's what we get for number 3. We'll leave that there for a moment for people and move on to number 4. So number 4, again, a similar situation. We don't have the same thing inside the square root symbols, and so we're going to look at this, see if we can make that happen. So we've got 4x times the square root of 48x. Something that has a square root that's 16 times 3 will do that for us. And so 4x, we're going to break 48 into 16 times 3. And that x is still going to be there. So the square root of 16 is what we're pulling out. And when we pull this 4 out, it gets multiplied by whatever's on the outside. So we'll have 4x times 4, square root of 3x. And so 4x times 4 is going to make 16x times the square root of 3x. Okay. And let's go ahead and look at the square root of 12x cubed. We need to break that into things that have square roots. And so what that's going to look like for us is the square root of 4 times 3. And then that x to the power of 3 doesn't divide evenly by 2, so we're going to break it into x to the power of 2 times x so that we can do something there. We're going to be taking the square root of that one and the square root of that one. And so we're going to have the square root of 4 is 2. Square root of x squared is x. What's left inside is 3x. Now for both of those, we have the same thing inside the radical symbol. So we can replace what we started with. 16x square root of 3x minus 2x square root of 3x. So again, I'm just rewriting what we started with, simplifying the radical as far as I can. Magically, I end up with the same stuff inside the radical symbol. And so 16x minus 2x leaves 14x with the square root of 3x inside the radical symbol. That's going to be it for number 4. I'll be back with another video for what remains. Pause it here so you can see that if you need it.